Hi, my name is Nathan Richardson, here to record the poems from a chapbook that I'm releasing under the same title as this video, entitled The 7 Last Poems of an Unarmed Citizen. And as I was coming to the realization that I was going to do this, or how to respond to not just the murder of George Floyd, but the murder of so many unarmed citizens by policemen, that I was starting to question myself as to whether I should be writing something new or what. But it dawned on me that I should not be following my poetic instinct to do something timely, but rather listen to my ancestors to do something timeless. And that's when I realized, in looking at my body of work, that I probably had said all that there was needed to be said. I mean, artists, musicians, poets have been trying to translate this pain for a long time. So I put these 7 poems together, and I decided to commemorate each of the 7 poems with the names of 7 victims of police brutality. So if you bear with me, this is the 7 last poems of an unarmed citizen. For Shelley Fry, Marlisa Williams, Kevin Matthews, Michael Noel, Leroy Browning, Roy Nelson, and Nathaniel Pickett. I refuse to hate the man who hates me. I offer something far more devastating to his ego: pity. I should not envy the spoils he labors to keep beyond my reach. I possess the treasure he most likely will never own: love. Yes, even after he has celebrated my death, I will gladly send him back the good news: eternal life. For Miriam Carey, Chantel Davis, Tierra Thomas, Cornelius Brown, Jamar Clark, Richard Perkins, and Michael Marshall. Better your anger and fears flow like ink from a pen on a page or paint on a canvas than blood on the sidewalk. For Yvette Smith, Ayanna Stanley Jones, Alonzo Smith, Anthony Ashford, Rayshawn Cole, Patterson Brown, and Junior Prosper. I am a child of the Holocaust, remnant of a generation lost. I am named for a cousin whose ashes fell like snow at Auschwitz. I have the voice of an uncle I do not know. He died in the ghetto of Kovno. I am a child of the Holocaust, remnant of a generation lost, slaughtered like buffalo on the plains, shipped to reservations on the trains. I am the code talker who saved the same soldiers who once tried to silence our native tongues. I am a child of the Holocaust, remnant of a generation lost. I remember the shackles and the ships, the pillories and the whips, infants ripped from mothers' knees and fathers swung like fruit from trees. I am a child of the Holocaust, remnant of a generation lost. My father's head to the machete, my mother's hands, my sister's sweet virginity. I'd rather our fate was by the gun. They chopped my feet for trying to run. We are children of the Holocaust, remnants of generations lost, while once only by hatred of color of face, now by disease that knows no race, victims of apathy. We are incensed by Holocaust, past, present, and future tense. For Pamela Turner, Wayne Wheeler, India Carger, James Carver III, Felix Kumi, Christian Taylor, and Troy Robinson. What kind of hypocrite is the black man who does not want his son hated by a white man, but objects when his daughter is loved by one? And who would be the pot calling the kettle black for a white man to blame all his personal failures on the free society he created? Yes, they both hide behind the incredible likeness of being different colors. Surely you will not lay all your problems at the feet of racism too, or will you continue to wink at its hypocrisy? True love has been betrayed by the three-way conspiracy of the open culprit, the hidden accomplice, and the scared witness. Your challenge is to not become one of those three who might steal the fate of the victim, the children, the nation, the dream. For Ross Anthony, Richard Davis, Marcus Clark, Lorenzo Hayes, Jason Champion, Brian Overstreet, and David Felix. America is an interracial marriage that can't be annulled. And we are the offspring of a shotgun wedding. For Atiana Jefferson, Sandra Bland, Justin Howell, Jamel Floyd, Keith Childress, Spencer McCain, and Daniel Shaver. Just as important as knowing how deep our roots run is knowing the elements of the soul beneath us. There will be no mass back to Africa movement. Either we will be trampled by invisible white elephants or strangled by the dry asphalt of city streets. But there are those trees that bend and spring back, even those that crack the sidewalks. We taste the fruit of those hybrid trees and too quickly try to mass produce them using the steroids of our society. Little do we know we're growing a seedless fruit which cannot be eaten. They merely rot on the limbs of greed and self-indulgence or fall to the ground from drug-infested stems. But that forest, which took root here over 300 years ago, which grew from the baobabs, acacias, mahoganies, and ebonies of Africa, is no longer that strong, majestic forest that survived the defoliation of slavery. It is no longer that same rainforest which sustained itself during the great drought of the 1950s and 60s. No, the root structure of that once virgin forest is now beginning to strangle itself. That delicate balance of nature, that once organized aggregate of individuals who felt responsible for the continued survival and growth of the community, is now preoccupied with self-preservation. But regardless of whether we are physically or materially equal, we must stand together spiritually. In the face of racism, a tree standing alone is no more than a blade of grass in a hurricane. But a forest, yes, a true forest, it sways back and forth like an ocean until the storm dies. We must stand together, but not as a clan and not in a panther's den, but as a race of people seeking to influence through involvement. Our participation is not just a selfish concern. It is not just a referendum. This vision is founded in God's creation of man and his hope for humanity. It is a declaration that needs no definition. Beware even of the churches and their circumscriptions. Catholicism, Protestantism, Judaism, Islamism, is separatism, yes, is racism in their twisted forms. And it is because of these deep-rooted secular beliefs that you might say it is a hopeless, futile endeavor. Oh, but if you have seen his vision and your belief in God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah is based in what is right and what should be done, you must believe it is a noble and magnanimous gesture towards mankind. You must believe it will one day come true. Now, either you will be the tree that sees the forest of the future, or you will be the dead wood that will fuel our fire, that will swallow us whole. For Tremar Rice, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. We are the one we've been waiting for. Just listen to yourselves and we will wait no more. No need for another Malcolm or Martin when you stand ready at the door of greatness. Seeds sowed by a sojourner have now sprouted in her likeness as truth. New answers to old questions now lie in the hands of youth. Man or woman in the mirror now serves as your proof that we are the one we've been waiting for. Challenge is to realize your worth, but not before we understand our birthright to the throne. Our fate is our own. We are the clones of pharaohs and queens. We do not stand alone. We are the people To end war, we are responsible. To conclude the long wait, we acknowledge it's time now. Yes, we are the one we've been waiting for. A community of self, individuality, the wealth that makes the collective unique. New reality that we hold the answers we seek. We need not lean on the crutch. Our government too much overrated. Our concerns too often debated and debated and debated and debated. Yes, we are the one we've been waiting for. Just listen to yourselves and we will wait no more. No need for another Malcolm or Martin when you stand ready at the door of greatness. Seeds sowed by a sojourner have now sprouted in her likeness as truth. New answers to old questions now lie in the hands of youth. Man or woman in the mirror now serves as your proof that we are the one we've been waiting for.